took the Polaroid down in my room. I'm pretty sure you have a new girlfriend. It's not as if I don't like you, it just makes me sad whenever I see it.
Hi guys, it's Thursday and you're watching the Megas Beauty Project. This is my 4th attempt at filming this video, and I usually make my videos on Tuesday or Wednesday, just so I can post them in time, and I tried twice on Tuesday and started with the topic and then changed my mind about doing it. And then yesterday I tried to do our topic again and it came out real boring, and I realized last night what I wanted to talk about. So we're talking about abusive relationships, and I know that probably what we're thinking about is abusive relationships with romantic partners or with family members or friends, similar to what Astaria talked about and Andy talked about as far as abusive relationships go. But I want to talk about an abusive relationship that I think a lot of people struggle with, probably more people than not, and one I actually feel is important for this channel, and that's having an abusive relationship with yourself. I guess if we're talking personally, as of the past few days, I have definitely seen that happening. There's been a lot of negative self-talk going on up here. And you know, I think a lot of people who have a bad body image struggle with this relationship they have with themselves. You know, and I'm not saying that I have a bad body image. Most of the time, I really do, sorry, the dogs are freaking out. I really do like myself. I think that I'm smart, and I think that I'm a good person, I'm a good friend, and most days, I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm probably the winner for World's Most Beautiful Person, but I don't find myself unattractive. That said, I've had some days lately where every time I look in the mirror, I'm completely displeased with what I see. And I know we took that pledge and we said, I won't talk bad about my body, and I won't call myself names, and I won't this and that. But that is easier said than done. And I'm not saying any of this so that you will counter it. I'm not fishing for compliments. Believe me, I don't really like compliments. I don't really know how to take them. But what I'm saying is that I have some days a very abusive relationship with myself emotionally. I am just sometimes just so mad at myself for what I look like and for my body. And I know it's not my body's fault, you know, like, I've been big since I was a little kid, but I just put myself down probably more than I should, and I don't really give myself the benefit of the doubt. And I mean, a lot of it's coming from, I started a new job and we have to wear, you know, a certain thing. We can't wear jeans, and everything I put on. I've hated what I look like in, and then yesterday I was trying to film this, and there was a cat at my door, and I didn't turn off the camera. I just went to the door and let the cat in, and when I looked back, I was just hated what I look like. How my clothes were fitting, and I just was mad at myself. And I feel if I can't, if I can talk about my bad body image day anywhere, it's going to be here. But I don't really have a moral for this. I think a lot of people struggle with this. And I know that putting myself down mentally is not beneficial to my well-being, and I don't want to do it. But that's where it is. So I suppose if we don't want emotionally abusive relationships with others, we probably have to learn how to break off ties with the ones we have with ourselves. And if I don't want, I wouldn't want anyone else telling me that I looked awful and that my body was a complete failure and that I was never ever going to find anyone because I was so disgusting. And if I wouldn't let anyone else say that to me, why is it acceptable for me to say it to me? And that's where it is. Alright, guys. I hope that you all have a good week and that you aren't having these kinds of thoughts. And don't get me wrong, I love me. I think I'm pretty rad. There are just days when I wish things were a little different. But I love you. So stay beautiful.